Installation of Delphian IR is very quick and simple. Obviously you mount your conduit to your structure, and if it's a class 1 div 1 location, you're going to need some type of ceiling fitting, an ENS ceiling fitting within 18 inches of the conduit. Your first step is to mount, and usually you do this with power off. You mount your interface module by placing it on the two posts located inside the enclosure. Of course, in a real installation we'd use some correct tools for tightening this down so it's secure. Right now we'll just put it in by hand. And then we will take our wires. Position 1 is 24 volt positive. Position 2 is common. Make sure the wires are all the way in and secure. At this point, the next step would be take your IR sensor, fold down the ribbon cable connector so that it easily slides into the conduit opening, and then continue to turn until it's secure. And then plug it into the bottom 20-pin connector, tuck it to the side so it's out of the way, and then the next step is to install the processor, which is again a 24-pin, connects right into the interface module. Spread the wires across the posts so that it doesn't get pinched, and place it into the studs. At this point we could apply power. Okay, on boot up, what you're going to find is the sequence that happens during boot up, which starts out with a code and then takes a look at your serial number, the head number, and then we'll start a countdown from cold 5 all the way down to cold 1, cold 0, and then it will be live. And typically what you'll see is a 0, but if you don't, you shouldn't panic because we haven't zeroed it yet. Although we do zero it from the factory when it goes out as a system, it's quite possible you might have ordered a spare sensor or a spare processor, and therefore the two aren't calibrated together yet. At this point in time, what we normally tell people to do is let it sit for several minutes to an hour, depending on the weather. The colder the weather, the longer you want it to warm up so that the sensor has time to come to equilibrium. And we will then place the cover on the unit and allow it to stabilize. And if we have several sensors that we want to install, we can come back and do this a little bit later.